we have a story out of India, and it has to do with the Indian Rationalist Association, and they are on a war path to take down religious gurus and babas that they say are oppressing the Indian Enlightenment.
Is there anyone who disagrees that the word Baba is funny? I'm coming after you, Baba. All right, by the way, Baba just means dad in Turkish, for example, so I only used it a million times in my life. But I'm just saying, especially in the context of a guy who's supposed to do like cute little tricks, it sounds pretty funny.
Right.
Baba, have at it.
Now, one of the leaders of the Indian Rationalist Association is a gentleman by the name of Sanal Adamaruku.
Okay.
Okay, and what he does, I love this story. What he does is he goes on these television shows where these spiritual gurus are doing their magic tricks, right? And for instance, there was one guru who said, I can kill anyone with my power, with my magical guru power. And he's like, oh, really? You can? So Edamaruku goes up there and he's like, go ahead, kill me. I'd like to see it. So the channel cancels all their programming for the entire day just for this event, right? And the guru, in the end, of course, can't kill the guy.
No, really? Wow, that's weird. Look, and that's him trying it. He wrestled up his hair a little bit. He's like, here, take this. Oh, really? You're still not dead? Okay, how about I hold your hand and go, and then still right there. And then here's one of my favorite parts of the story. At one point he goes, well, look, this thing hasn't worked really inside the studio. Well, that's obvious. It's because I need to do this outside after I get drunk and sleep with a woman. Okay, so they take it outside. This thing goes till midnight, right? And he's hammered. He's like, blah, 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 right? And Sanal still not dead. And then by midnight, the host is like, I'm going to have to call it. He's still kind of alive.
Right, exactly. But then he goes back and, he's doing a series of interviews or whatever, and he starts saying that his initial efforts failed because he's accusing Mr. Edamaruku of praying to the gods to protect him.
Aha!
Right, except Edamaruku is an atheist, so he doesn't pray to anyone.
He's the Rationalist Society, of course! So he's like, what are you talking about? Like, dude, I'm an atheist. I have prayed to no gods or monkeys. Okay, your stuff is totally made up. Now, I love Sanal. This guy, I can't get enough of him. He's been running this society apparently since 1985. It's now exploding in growth. It's got 100,000 people signed up in India. I hope they get bigger and bigger. He's going around and revealing all the tricks of the yogas and the guys who are claimed to be spiritual healers, et cetera, et cetera. Like the biggest trick is the levitation trick. I mean, that's been around for a millennium, right? And then it's like, do-do-do-do-do, and then the guy levitates, right? You want to know what the trick is? He's got an assistant underneath the carpet. So that poor son of a bitch is down there. He's like, oh, okay, here we go. And he raises his back, so then the guy looks like he's floating. Okay. And then to get his feet up, apparently, he uses 2 hockey sticks. They used to use hockey sticks like 1,000 years ago for the same trick. Probably other kinds of sticks. Mm-hmm. He's like, oh, God, did this son of a bitch levitate yet? Okay. And the other great stuff is, as he disproves all of these tricks all across India from all these people claiming to be yogas and babas and all that stuff, is that it's all chemistry. Like, the funny thing is, these guys figure things out scientifically, through experimentation, etc. So, like, they'll have things that light on fire from their head. And Sanal comes in and he's like, yeah, that's cool. That's because you have this, which does not...
Right. They know how the chemicals react to one another, and that's how they're able to, burn themselves or put themselves on fire, but they're not actually on fire.
Right, because they have some cloth or some fabric that's between them and the fire that is fire retardant. Another great trick is 2 chemicals that mix together, and then 2 minutes later they burst in flames, because that's how the chemicals work, right? Mm-hmm. But the Swamis, they go, like, watch this. I put these 2 things together and I stare at it for 2 minutes. And then it explodes into fire. Like, see? And then Sanal comes in. He's like, look, watch. I'll do both things and I'll look away. I won't even look at it. Oh, look at that. They burst into fire. How do you like them apples? Okay. I can't get enough of this guy. I think he's the greatest guy on earth.
I know. I actually read this story and I was like, oh, it's Indian jank. Like
Indian jank. Come on. How great is that concept? So, and then the other thing is, of course, you realize that now there's controversy after controversy in India with all these Swamis and yoga and stuff. Sex tapes, Come on. So much fun. Have you ever seen a Swami sex tape? Actually, we showed one on the
Yeah,
show.
we did.
It was the world's worst sex tape.
There was actually no sex in the sex tape. There was a lot of rubbing and, affection going on. There's a lot of spooning.
Yeah. Spooning in a sex tape? Fully clothed? That's not a sex tape. You guys don't know how to do sex tapes, okay? Have you ever seen Kim Kardashian, Paris Hilton? They know how to do sex tapes. And there was canoodling on the sex tape. But there's like another sexual controversy, there's corruption controversies. They're all full of crap, okay? And I love that Sanal Edamaruku is going around and disproving it. And the great thing is, some of these guys took off because of television, because they would do the trick on television. People are like, whoa, that's a serious-ass Swami, right? But now Sanal is doing it on television too, and he's exposing them. And they're like, oh. So now the whole country. See, television and media like this can be used for good or bad. Fox News bad, Young Turks good. Swamis, a little disastrous, Sanal good. Okay, so Sanal, we got your back, man, right here on TYT. Go forward, go forward.